All right, so to get this started, we are going to take this toward the lopsided crow today, which means this flow is going to be very heavy in the upper body. Definitely get the upper back, the shoulders, other things as well, working on your bent arm strength, so just keep all that in mind. The one demonstration I have here is the lopsided crow itself. So what's going to happen once we get to the main part of the flow, every sequence will bring you to the front of the mat. And I'm going to divide this up. So initially we'll just come into the crow setup, hold that for a breath or two, and then just come down to a separate setup for the lopsided crow. And keep in mind, you can always join the two together. I will demonstrate how to go from one to the other. I'll just show that once. So you're welcome to do that during the flow if you're solid in both shapes. Otherwise, just go ahead and separate them out. But what's going to happen from here is you're going to be at a forward fold in the front of the mat, and to take your crow, as usual, both palms down, grip the floor, lift your heels, bring the knees to touch your arms, and then look forward. Now start to lean and keep your hips high. Take it slow. When you lean forward, lift your feet together, toes to touch, pull the heels up close. We'll just hold this for a breath or two. And then you're going to bring your feet down, set the knees down, and come down into all fours. Now moving to the lopsided crow is going to bring you into a lopsided dolphin first. So to set this up, you're going to bring one forearm down. So I'll bring my right forearm down to the floor. I'm going to keep the elbow to the side and bring the hand into the center. So that forearm's diagonal in relation to the rest of me. And then slide the other hand back. So the left elbow is going to stay stacked over the wrist. You want to try to stack the elbow over the wrist to keep that forearm close to vertical. Keep the elbow pulled in and then just look down. Now you're going to tuck the toes, lift your knees, bring your hips up high, walk the feet in. Go ahead, bend the knees, but get the hips as high as you can. The more you can get your hips stacked over your shoulders, the easier it is to hold your balance in this shape, even though it does bring you closer to falling. Now as you look down, the knee that's closest to the lift elbow side, that's going to be my left. You're going to set that knee on your arm. And when you do this, be intent on curling your leg in tight. Fully bend your knee. So you don't want you to let your foot just hang back. Concentrate all your weight so everything's centered. It'll be easier to hold. And then just as you look down, use your thigh, squeeze the second leg in to meet the first. See about lifting the second foot up as well. You can always just hold the shape with one foot down, but you want to get your hips up high, keep your heels pulled in, hold this for a few breaths. And then from here, just go ahead, step it down, and we'll move through the vinyasa, and then take it further through the sequences from there. So work that as best you can. Now, if you want to link both poses together here, basically you just have to hold your shape, keeping your hips up high, and move as slowly as you can. It's very tricky to land this. Not impossible at all, but we'll take some practice. And in the meantime, while you're figuring this out, you're probably going to tumble off to the side. That's kind of how it goes. I've done that dozens of times. But on the plus side, you're already low to the floor, so it's not very far to fall. Shouldn't be that big a deal. So to start, you're going to bring yourself into your crow. Now again, knees to your arms. Let your shoulders go forward. Bring the feet up together. Now, you don't want to just let the feet hang down. Pull the heels up close. This will make it easier. Keep your head low and keep your hips high. Now, grip the floor hard. Keep your hands working. And then I'm going to shift my weight to the right. So I'm going to lift my left knee and squeeze the left leg into the right, holding the legs in close. And then just look straight down. Grip the floor. And as slowly as you can, start to pivot as you bring the elbow down. You want to try to land this as lightly and slowly as possible. The last couple inches is pretty hard to control. And that is usually where you roll out if you miss it. But just work it as best you can. And again, you don't have very far to fall. So just take some practice. If you roll off to the side, that's fine. Just try to learn to control this as best you can. It's a good transition to work on. So all that said, let's go ahead and start this up in all fours. And now to set this up, let's go ahead and stretch out the soles of the feet a little bit here. So bring your knees together, tuck the toes of both feet, and go ahead and reach back. Make sure the pinky toe comes underneath as well as the rest. Now keep your toes pressing down and keep your feet active, trying to grip into the floor. Bring your hands in close. Now keep your spine rounded and just go back and forth. Pull the elbows in toward your chest, or pull the knees toward your chest, and then bring them back down. And just keep on moving your knees up and down here. And go light if you need to. This is intense if you don't do it too much. And then the next time you set the knees down, just keep them down. Now keep your feet active with the toes pressing into the floor. Walk your hands in. Bring yourself to an upright seat. And hold on to this as best you can. Just relax for a moment and breathe. Now, if this is stressful or excruciating, go ahead and release the stretch. You can always sit your feet flat underneath you or take a cross-legged seat. If you can hold on to this for a minute or so, just rest upright. Now, wherever you end up, go ahead and set your hands down on your lap with your palms open toward the ceiling. Relax your shoulders down. Reach the crown of the head straight up. Keep your core braced. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in. Let your mind quiet down. And just start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as the inhales as you breathe. Now when you're ready, you take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just open your eyes. And go ahead, bring your hands down to the floor. And whether the toes are tucked or not, just go ahead and shake your feet out a little bit. Loosen up your legs. And when you're ready, come back to an upright seat. Now, ideally sitting on the shins, but take a cross-legged seat, whatever serves you best. And then let's go ahead and move from here. So when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, through center again. Inhale, reach us up high. And then with the exhale, lean to the right side. Bring the right hand down. Stretch your left arm right. Gaze up high. Pull your left shoulder back. Inhale to center, reach up. And with the exhale, lean this left hand down. Stretch your right arm left and look up. Inhale, back to center, arms high. Exhale, lean right. Try to take this further. Take it down lower. Inhale, bring it back up to center. Exhale, lean left and stretch this out long. Inhale, back up to center. With the exhale, lean it right. One more time. Right hand down, stretch the left arm right. Try to take it deeper. Bend the right elbow, pull your left shoulder back. Keep looking up. With the next inhale, back up to center, arms high. And with the exhale, left hand down, right arm reaching left, hold here. Go ahead, bend the left elbow, pull the right shoulder back. Keep looking up, keep lengthening out. With an inhale, bring it back to center, reach up. And then with the exhale, just bring the hands down to your hips. And I'm just turning for the camera here. So if you need to rearrange, bring yourself onto your feet so you're kneeling. And then with the hands at your hips, kick your feet down, bring yourself all the way up onto your knees. Now, hands in front of your chest, keep your hips pressing forward from here. And just keep your feet pushing down. With an inhale, reach the arms up high. Now, with the exhale, pull the elbows out wide, open up your chest and let your head fall back. Inhale, reach this up, look forward. Exhale, open up again, elbows wide. Inhale, reach this up, look forward. Exhale, open one more time and hold here. Pull the shoulder blades toward each other. Keep your glutes engaged, keep your hips pushing forward. And then as you hold this, we'll twist a little bit. Now bring the left hand to your chest. Reach your right hand back and try to look back toward your right hand. Hips are still pushing forward. Switch it out. Right hand to your chest. Left arm reaches back. Look back to the left. And switch again. Left hand to your chest. Reach with the right hand. Look back. And then switch it out. Right hand to your chest. Reach your left arm back and look behind you to the left. Switch it again. Left hand to your chest. Right hand reaching back. Now look back. If you can go further, stretch your right arm long. And maybe hinge from the knees and lean a little bit further back. And then come back into center. Switch one more time. Right hand to your chest. Left arm reaches back. Look toward the left hand. Maybe go deeper and hinge from the knees, but keep on reaching. And then bring this back into center. Bring your hands down to the floor. Come into all fours. Move around for a moment. And then we'll twist a little bit to loosen this up. Now, wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips here to set this up. Bring the left hand behind your head. And just keep the left hand where it is. Keep that elbow bent. Now to open this up with an inhale, lift the left elbow, gaze up high. With the exhale, round down underneath. Try to get the left shoulder down to the floor. Inhale, open up, left elbow high. With the exhale, round this back down. Get the left shoulder low. Inhale, open up, elbow high. With the exhale, round down one more time. Stay down this time. Now go ahead, bring the left forearm to the floor. Maybe the left shoulder comes down. Just take it where you can. Push to the right hand. Stack the right shoulder above the left. Try to look toward the ceiling. This could be enough if you want to go deeper. Slide the right foot back and straighten your leg. But drop the right hip down to maintain your twist. Now if you lifted the right knee, set it back down. Come up onto both hands, back to all fours. Let's go ahead and take it the other way. So you can bring the right hand behind your head, keep that elbow bent. With an inhale, lift the right elbow, gaze up high to the right. With the exhale, round down underneath, bring the shoulder toward the floor. Inhale, open up, right elbow high. Exhale, come back down, bring the shoulder down low. Inhale, open up, right elbow high. With the exhale, round it down one more time. Get the shoulder down low, hold here. Now, once you come down, maybe the shoulder comes down all the way, but keep the forearm on the floor. Push your left hand, stack that left shoulder above the right. Maybe slide your right foot back, but drop the right hip down to keep your twist. Or left hip down, rather. All right, if you lifted that left knee, set it back down. Come back to all fours. And from all fours, just move around here for a moment. We'll take this right into the wrist stretches. Now keep your hips stacked over your knees, but slide the hands in closer, within about 2 hands lengths. Close as you like. Now go ahead and flip your hands over. Backs of the hands down, palms up, point the fingertips in toward you. Spread your fingers wide, press the fingertips into the floor, straight arms. Press your spine toward the ceiling. And then just sway the shoulders side to side, but keep your hands tense like this. Now, if you want to take it further, come into center. Arms are still straight, fingertips still pressing down. And work it through cow and cat breathing. So with an inhale, just drop your belly, pull your chest forward, look up toward the ceiling. Exhale, round your spine and empty out. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, gaze up high. Exhale, round and empty. And just keep on moving back and forth like this. Take it at your own pace. Try to move completely through your spine both directions here. And still keep your hands tense as you're moving. And then finally, one more deep inhale for cow. One more complete exhale for cat. And then just go ahead, come up onto the fingertips. And set it up so the palms are down, fingertips pointing in toward you as far as you can go. So, set the palms flat, spread the fingers wide, dig your fingertips down to the floor, and really grip as hard as you can. You can always keep the hands in as close as you like. And then from here, I want you to round your spine, keep your belly pulled in. And then just start to move from the upper back. So sink your chest toward the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. And then press your spine up toward the ceiling. And just keep on moving down and up like this. It's a subtle movement. You might not go very far. Work it as best you can. Keep your belly pulled in. Your pelvis shouldn't be tilting back and forth. And if you can go a little further, maybe start to circle between the shoulder blades. You can go a little bit forward and back. But again, it's a more subtle movement here. Just work it as best you can. And keep your fingers gripping the mat. And the next time you press your spine up high, just hold that for a moment here. And then come up onto the fingertips and down to sitting on your heels. And just shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Now once the hands are ready, go ahead and bring your legs out from underneath you. Come to a seat. And we'll take this into reverse tabletop. Now feet in front of your hips width distance, hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width. Palms down, fingertips out to the sides, right and left. And then just lift your seat up off the floor. Now let's go back and forth here. With an inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink those back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift your hips. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift your hips again. And exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, bring this down. Inhale, lift your hips. And then exhale, lower. Now inhale, press it up one more time and hold. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips pushing up, lift your chest. Now you can look forward, look up, or hang your head back, but just breathe with this here. Hold that tension, hold your lift. Take an inhale. With the exhale, come all the way back down. And once you're down, just shake your hands out for a moment. Now we're still going to take it back up. Now the feet are still hips width distance, hands again behind the shoulders, shoulder width, fingertips to the sides. Lift your seat up off the floor. And then go ahead, press your hips up high and stay lifted, but keep your gaze forward. Now to move into this, we're going to start moving forward and back. I want you to slide your right foot in closer to your hands, about half a foot's length. Lift your right heel and keep that heel lifted. Engage your glutes, keep your hips pushing high and try to look forward. And then when you're ready, go ahead, shift your knees forward, let the left heel lift. And then shift your weight back, set the left heel down. Again, shift your knees forward, let the left heel lift up again. Bring your weight back, left heel to the floor. Keep the hips up high, shift your knees forward one more time. And then bring your weight back, left heel to the floor. Set the right foot flat, take it the other way. Slide that left foot back and lift your left heel. Glutes are engaged, hips are still lifted. Again, look forward. Shift your knees forward, let the right heel lift. And then bring your weight back, right heel down. Shift your weight forward, let the right heel lift. And then bring your weight back, right foot flat. One more time, knees forward, lift your right heel. And then bring your weight back one more time. Set both feet flat and sink all the way down. And then one more time, just shake your hands out a little bit and let all that tension go. Once you're ready, cross at the ankles. Come forward with your hands in all fours. And then from all fours, we're going to take it down to a forearm plank. So you're going to bring both forearms down to the floor. Now step your feet back, bring your body into line. Feet about hips width distance apart. And then press your hands down to the floor. Make both hands into fists. Keep your spine lifted between the shoulder blades. Now keep your belly pulled in and just look down. Now we're going to walk this back and forth. Your toes stay where they are. And we're going to shift the weight side to side, moving one arm at a time. So bring the right forearm back toward the back of the mat. Bring your left forearm back as well. And then just keep walking this. Bring your hips up high. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Come as far back as you can and hips as high as you can go. And then walk it forward again. One forearm at a time. Shift your weight side to side. Bring it all the way forward. Stretch your body out. Bring yourself back into line. And then walk it back again. Let the weight shift side to side. And just take it at your own pace. Bend the knees. Let the hips lift as high as possible. And then once you can't come back any further, walk it forward again. Stretch it out long. Bring everything back into line. And we'll do it one more time. Walk it back. Shift your weight side to side. Again, let the knees bend, but lift your hips up as high as you can go. And then walk it forward one more time. Stretch it out long. And come back to your forearm plank. Once you're back in that forearm plank, go ahead, release. Bring your knees down. Come up onto your hands, back to all fours. Breathe here for a moment. All right, now we're going to take this into lopsided setup from here just to feel it out. So I want you to bring your right forearm down to the floor and stand your left hand. Right elbow to the side. Right hand moves into center, so that forearm's diagonal. Slide your left hand back, elbow above the wrist. Keep it pulled into your side. Then keep your chest facing down. Step your feet straight back. Legs together, bring your body into line. And keep your chest facing down. We're going to twist from here. Put the weight to the right foot. And then lift the left. Bend your left knee. Big toe down to the right. Try to touch the floor best you can. Come back into center with your legs side by side. Again, lift your left foot. Big toe down to the right. Let your body twist. And bring it back to center. Left big toe to the right side again. Keep your left elbow pulled in. Legs together. Come back to center. Left big toe over to the right again. And then come back into center. Left big toe to the right one more time. Bring it back to center. And then walk your feet forward. Get your hips up as high as you can. Keep looking down. Keep that left elbow pulled in. Now, once you can't lift your hips any higher, left knee to left arm, fold the leg and pull the heel in toward your seat. Keep looking down, using the thighs, and squeeze the right leg to the left. Try to bring your legs together to touch. And then release this. Both feet down, bring your knees down. Come up to all fours. Breathe here for a moment. All right, let's go ahead and take it on the other side. So when you're ready, come down to your left forearm and stand your right hand. Left elbow to the side. Bring your left hand to the center so that forearm's diagonal. Slide your right hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist and keep it pulled in. Now just look down, tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees and bring your hips up high. Actually, what are we doing here? No, walk your feet back. Let's bring into that lopsided plank. I almost lost my position here. Keep the right elbow pulled in and then push your left foot, lift the right. Bend the right knee, right big toe over to the left side. Come back to center, legs together. Right big toe to the left, let your body twist. Back to center here. Right big toe to the left side again. And then bring it back to center. Right big toe over to the left. And come back to center. Right big toe to the left one more time. Back to center, legs together. Now walk your feet forward. Keep looking down. Keep your right elbow pulled in. Get the hips up as high as they can go. And then when you're ready, right knee to your right arm. Fold the leg. Pull the heel toward your seat. Keep looking down. Using the thighs, try to squeeze the left leg over to touch the right. And then both feet down, both knees to the floor. Come up onto your hands. And once you're back in all fours, again, just breathe here. Now you can stay here and breathe and take a break. Maybe take another stretch if you like. Whenever you're ready, move into your down dog. You can tuck your toes, lift your knees, hips up high. And just feel this out for a moment. Now take a look at how you set this up. Go ahead, ground your palms. Feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. Let your chest sink low, but reach your hips up as high as you can. Draw in from the belly, around the low ribs. Use your core to lengthen your spine. If your legs are tight, let your knees bend. And you can always just pedal out and stay loose here. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front. And we'll take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend the knees, let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round, let your neck relax. You can hang your hands to the floor or reach to your elbows. And if you want, you can shake this side to side and loosen up even further. Now from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin. And then restack your spine slowly, round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. With the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine. Pull, bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway, fingertips to the floor, or to the shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. With the exhale, just bring the hands down to the mat and step it back to high plank. Find your shape, resink the shoulders, palms press to the floor, press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling, keep yourself lifted. And then take an inhale. Now at the exhale, bring your shoulders forward as your elbows bend. Keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides. And then lower with control, all the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And we're going to take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel it up one more time and hold here. Now keep the lift in your upper body. Your feet pressed down. Squeeze your glutes. And then take the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides. Pull your shoulders back. Keep looking forward. And then lift it up even higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll this down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. Press the palms down to the floor. Let's take upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, and pull the hips forward to deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Lift up with your arms, lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. Deep inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips high to down dog. Paddle out here. Let your hips move side to side. And we'll take it through the sun salutation. Steady movement here. Take a deep inhale. Now at the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reaches up high. And with the exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. With the exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga's next. High plank to low. Now with an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. Exhale, pull your belly in, hips high to down dog. 2 more times, take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reaches up high. With the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, lift halfway here. Exhale, hands to the floor. High plank to lows next. With an inhale, open up, pull this forward. Exhale, draw it all in, and lift your hips. 1 more time, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach up high. And then exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, pull forward. With the exhale, draw it on. Lift your hips back up. And just find your downward facing dog. Now from your down dog, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. With the exhale, sink down into the chair. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now once you settle in, just keep the feet within hips width distance, not too wide. Big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. Now bind it from above. Right hand behind your head, palm faces in. Left palm the other way. Clasp your fingers. And pull the right arm behind your head. Press your head back. Keep your shoulders drawn back. Keep your chest open. Be sure you can still look forward. Now keep the knees bent like this, but lift your toes up off the floor. And then go back and forth. Roll this forward. Lift your heels high as you can. And then roll your heels back down. Forward again. Lift your heels. And then set them back down. Bring it forward. Heels up high. Roll your heels down again. Forward, lift your heels, and then set them back down. Bring it forward, heels up high. Set the heels down. And then one more time, keep your heels lifted this time. Now keep your gaze forward, keep your chest open, keep breathing. And then once you're ready, just set the left heel down. Bring yourself to standing with your right knee high. Keep your left big toe pressing into the floor. When you're ready, take an eagle bind with your legs. Right leg crosses tightly over the left. Now squeeze your legs together. Let your hips sink down. Keep your chest open. Keep your torso upright. You can always touch the toes of the right foot to the floor if you need the support. Now if you want to take it deeper, maybe look up toward the ceiling, but hold your balance here. Now with your next inhale, straighten your left leg, lift your right knee. Switch it out, set your right foot down. Come to standing with your left knee high. Keep your right big toe pressing down. Once you're balanced, just bring your hands to your hips. And then take hold of your left knee. Now pull the left knee up high and bring it up close. Just stand tall. Good enough. If you can take this further, keep looking forward. But start to bend your right knee and lean back. Keep the front of the body open. This is enough, but if you can take it further still, reach your right arm up and back. And if you're going to go even further, left arm inside the left leg, find the big toe. Now, if you have that grip, you can pull the knee up higher still, or extend the leg up and forward. Just take it to where you can and keep your balance. Now, still balancing, bring yourself back upright. Hands to your hips, left knee lifted. And then to step your left foot back, and let's take this into warrior one. Now deep under the right knee, left leg straight, both feet are flat. Point the left foot to the side at least a little bit, and set this up so you can pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Be sure you can square your hips to the front. So make the stance wider or shorter as you need to. Let your hips sink down. Now once you've got all that set up, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, vertical twist, right arm back, left arm forward. Open your chest to the right. Inhale to center, reach this up. And then again, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist, right arm back, left arm forward again. Inhale to center, reach up. Exhale, twist, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward, hold here. Keep the arms in line, look back toward your right hand. Keep your left hip pushing forward. Now I want you to keep your twist and take this to an exalted warrior shape. So the right hand comes to the back of the left thigh. Look over the right shoulder, but reach your left arm up and over. Keep your left hip pushing forward. And keep your body long as you're twisting here. Keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, both arms high. And with the exhale, bring your hands down around your right foot. Now lift your left heel, slide that foot back, come into your low lunge. Take it deeper, bring your left knee down, flatten the left foot behind. And then press your torso into the right thigh, sink your hips down and forward, look forward, stay low. And reach your arms backward and open and close from here. So with an inhale, open up, arms up high, gaze up high. With the exhale, bring this back down. Inhale, open up, look up toward the ceiling. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, open up one more time and hold here. Let your hips sink down low. And we're going to take it back into twisting from here. So when you're ready, bring your hands into heart center. Now back up your hips as much as you need, but bring the left elbow past your right thigh. Press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms together, look over the right shoulder. Pull the left hip down and forward. And if you can go deeper still, you can kick the left foot down, maybe hover that knee up off the floor. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Both hands down around the right foot. Tuck the toes of the left foot, lift your left knee. And from here, we'll take it to a dancer's bridge. So the left hand is your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Right foot steps behind your left leg. Sink this down. Now with an inhale, press your hips up high. Reach your right arm past your head. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting up. You can open to the side like a side plank, right shoulder above the left, or make it more of a back bend, opening your chest toward the ceiling. Just stay lifted here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, sink straight down. Bring your right hand forward, right foot forward. Step the left foot forward as well, forward fold. Once you're ready, with an inhale, lift it up halfway. And with the exhale, reset for crow. Bring your hands down, grip the floor. Lift your heels and touch the knees to your arms. Now look forward, lean forward, keep your hips high. Lift your feet together, toes to touch, pull the heels in close. And then set your feet down, bring your knees down, come into all fours. Now from here to the lopsided crow, bring the right forearm down to the floor, but stay in your left hand. Right elbow to the side, right hand moves into center. Slide the left hand back, elbow above the wrist. Now look down, tuck your toes, lift your knees, bring the hips up as high as you can. Walk the feet further and hips as high as you can go. Left knee, left arm, fold that heel in close to your seat. Squeeze the right leg toward the left using the thighs. And then see about lifting that right foot up as well. And then go ahead and release this and take it through your vinyasa. Once you find it down dog, move around. So to the other side. When you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to standing, reaches up high. And with the exhale, sink in the chair. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now again, feet within hips with distance. Big toes and knees towards center. And bind it up high. Left hand behind your head, palm facing in. Right palm the other way. Clasp your fingers, pull the left arm behind your head. Now push your head back into your arm. Keep the shoulders back, keep your chest open, keep your gaze forward, and keep your hips low. Lift your toes up off the floor, and go back and forth. Roll this forward, heels up as high as you can lift. And then set them back down, take it slow. Roll it forward, lift your heels high, and then bring it back down. Forward again, lift your heels, and then heels back down to the mat. Bring it forward, heels up high, and then roll the heels back down. One more time forward, but keep your heels lifted and stay here. Keep your spine upright, keep looking forward. And then just set the right heel down. Bring yourself up to standing with your left knee high. Now keep the right big toe pressing to the floor. Once you're stable, take that eagle bind. Cross your left leg tightly over the right. Keep your chest open, keep your gaze forward, let your hips sink low, and keep your legs squeezing. Maybe look up toward the ceiling if you want to challenge your balance. Now with your next inhale, straighten your right leg, lift your left knee, and switch this out. Set your left foot down, come to standing with your right knee lifted. Now once you got your balance here, just bring your hands to your hips. And go slow with the right hand, hold on to your knee. Now pull it up high and bring it up close. If you can take it further, bend the left knee a little bit, start to lean back, and keep the front of the body open, keep looking forward. Further still, reach your left arm up and back. And even further, you can reach the right arm inside the right leg, find the big toe. If you've got that grip, pull the knee up high. Maybe extend the leg forward and up. Now still balancing here. Just bring yourself upright. Hands to your hips, right knee lifted this time. And then step the right foot back, come into your warrior one again. So deep bend the left knee, right leg straight. Both feet flat with the right foot pointed to the side. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back. Be sure you can square this up, so shorten or widen the stance as you need to. Now keep your spine upright. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, vertical twist, left arm back, right arm forward, open to the left. Inhale to center, reach us up high. Exhale, twist again, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist, left arm back, right arm forward again. Inhale to center, reach up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. One more time, turn to center, reach up. And with your exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, keep your chest open to the side and keep your right hip pulling forward. Look back toward your left hand. Now take it toward that exalted warrior. Left hand to the back of the right thigh. Look over your left shoulder. Right arm reaching up and back. Right hip still pushing forward. With your next inhale, turn to center, arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring the hands down around your left foot. Lift the right heel, slide that foot back. And from your low lunge, go lower. Right knee down, right foot flat behind, sink your hips down, press them forward, press your torso into your left thigh. As you look forward, reach your arms back. And then again, we'll open and close this. So with an inhale, open up, arms up and back, gaze up high. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, open up, look up. Exhale, come down again. Inhale, open up one more time and hold here. Let your hips sink down low. And let's take it back to twisting. Hands through heart center. Press the hips back as you need to. Right elbow outside your left thigh. Now press the elbow to the side. Push your palms together. Look over your left shoulder. Sink the hips down. Pull that right hip forward and maybe kick down and hover your right knee. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, release. Both hands down around your left foot. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee up off the floor. And dancer's bridge, right hand's your base. Roll the outside edge of the right foot, left foot steps behind the right leg, bring your hips down. With an inhale, press this up high. Reach your left arm long. Keep your glutes squeezing. And again, you can open up your chest or stack the shoulders, but let your head fall back and breathe. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring it straight down. Left hand forward, left foot forward. Step your right foot forward as well, come into your fold. Once you're ready, take an inhale, lift it up halfway. With the exhale, reset. Hand, shoulder width, grip the floor. Heels up, knees to touch the arms. Shoulders forward, keep gripping. Hips up high. Lift your feet together, toes to touch. Bring the heels up close. Now set your feet down, bring the knees down back to all fours. And then lopsided from here, bring the left forearm down, stay on the right hand. Left elbow to the side, left hand moves into center. Slide the right hand back, elbow above your wrist, pull the elbow in. Look down, tuck the toes, lift your knees, hips up high. Walk your feet in, hips as high as you can go. Right knee to the right arm, fold that heel in close. Squeeze the left leg into the right, using the thighs. Maybe bring your left foot up as well. And then take it to another vinyasa when you're ready. All right, from your down dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or flip. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach up high. And with the exhale, sink back into chair. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now, once you settle in, bind it low. Left arm crosses your low back. And at the right side, bring your palms together. Interlace your fingers. Pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back, keep your chest open, and keep looking forward. Lift your toes up off the floor. Roll it forward, heels high as you can go. And then bring the heels down. Roll it forward, lift your heels. Set the heels back down, move with control. Roll this forward again, heels up high. And then bring the heels down. Forward again, lift your heels. And set them back down. Now one more time forward, heels stay high, hold here. Keep your chest open, keep breathing. And then to set the left heel down, come to standing with your right knee lifted. Now once you got your balance, keep your left arm bound. Release the right hand, just bring it to your hip. Now I want to take this to a dancer variation. Line the right knee up with the left, and you got choices here. Now if you can keep the left arm behind your back, just stay here. If you need the room, especially if you have trouble balancing, you can bring the left hand to your hip or reach your left arm high. Now either way, whatever you choose, with your right hand, reach back, find the inside edge of your right foot. Once you've got that grip, line up your knees. And then kick into the right hand and start to hinge from the left hip. Lean against the tension of the kick. You can bend that left knee, bring the right shoulder forward, pull the left shoulder back. Keep your gaze forward and just take this down to where you can here. Keep breathing, keep your balance. Now with your next inhale, slowly come back upright. Right hand to your hip, right knee lifted, left arm behind your back. Switch it out, set the right foot down. Come to standing with your left knee lifted this time. Now from here, we're going to take this open hip, moving toward half moon, but go slow. So pull, bend the right knee, and then draw the left shoulder back, pull the left knee out to the side. Now as you open up to the left, extend your left leg, keep the toes up off the floor, and then reach your right arm forward. Now start to hinge from the right hip. You can always bend that right knee deeper. And let your body start to sink down. Now everything's opening up to the left. Try to stay stacked. Maybe bring your lifted body toward parallel with the floor. Keep the left shoulder pulled back. Hold on to this here. Keep the left shoulder and left hip stacked above the right. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the right knee, set the left foot down, come to a warrior two stance. Hands to your hips. And just adjust this. Now deep under the right knee, left leg straight, one line from the front heel to the back arch. You can always slide that right foot further forward, sink your hips down. Now once you found your stance, straighten your right leg, take this as a triangle stance. Keep your chest open to the left side of the mat. Reach your arms up high, palms facing in. And reach long. Really work to stretch out your midsection as we go back and forth from here. So then inhale, just reverse. Reach back, lean back, gaze up high. With the exhale, extend. Keep reaching and keep looking up. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverses. Now with the exhale, extend it forward one more time. Stay forward. Left hand to your hip, right hand somewhere on the right leg. Now keep your left shoulder pulled back, tuck the right hip under the left. Maybe stay with your torso closer to upright. You can walk the right hand further down. Now if you can take it further without the support, bring the right arm inside the right leg. Keep the arm and leg pushing into each other. If you can come down low, bend the elbow, keep the hand off the floor. Now left shoulder high, look up toward the ceiling if you want to go deeper. Sweep your left arm forward and reach with the bicep above your ear. Tuck the right hip under the left, keep looking toward the ceiling and keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release both hands down inside the right leg. Now let's bring this into Skandasana here. Lift the right heel, sit on the right heel. Left leg extended toward the back with the heel down and the toes pointed toward the ceiling. You can slide that heel further out. Now once you set up the legs, walk your hands to the center of the long edge of the mat. Keep your hips low, keep your chest facing down, and we'll switch side to side, but stay as low as you can as we go back and forth. So when you're ready, bring it through center. Sink down to the left, right leg straightens out with the toes pointed up. Come back through center and bring it down to your right side. Through center, sink down to your left again. Back through center, keep it low, come over to the right. Now one more time through center to the left and settle in here. Now keep your right leg straight with the toes pointed up, maybe slide that heel further out. If you want to fold more deeply, you can bring the forearms to the floor, just keep the knees separated as wide as you can. Now if you want to work your balance, keep the legs as they are. Walk your hands in, try to sit this up tall. You can always keep one or two hands on the floor. If you want the archer configuration, left hand's a fist. Bring it behind your left ear, elbow pulled back like you're drawing on a string. Look toward the front of the mat, and then like you're holding a bow, if you can balance, make the right hand to a fist. Reach that arm forward. Now draw the shoulder blades toward each other. Open your chest, keep both feet pressing down. And just breathe with us here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring your hands down. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Come into low lunge. Lift your left heel behind you. And then we'll take that dancer's bridge again. Left hand is your base. Roll the outside edge of the left foot. Right foot steps behind the left leg. Sink your hips down. With an inhale, press the hips up. Reach your right arm long. Keep your glutes squeezing. Stay lifted here. And just hold. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, come back down. Right hand forward, right foot forward. Step your left foot forward as well. Come into your fold. When you're ready, take an inhale, lift it up halfway. And with the exhale, set the hands. Let's take crow. Grip the floor with your fingers. Lift your heels. Knees to the arms. Hips high. Bring the shoulders forward. Lift your feet together. Touch the toes together. Pull the heels up. And then set your feet down. Bring your knees down. Come into all fours. Now from here, back to that lopsided shape. Bring the right forearm down to the floor. Elbow to the side. Bring the right hand to center. Slide your left hand back, elbow above the wrist, keep it pulled in. Look down, tuck the toes of both feet, lift your knees and bring your hips up high. Walk your feet in, hips as high as you can go. Left knee to your left arm, fold that heel in close. Inner thighs engaged, squeeze the right leg into the left, and then see about bringing that right foot up as well. And then when you're ready, take another vinyasa. All right, all that to the other side. From your down dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing and reach up high. And with the exhale, sink into the chair one more time. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Once you settle in, right arm crosses your low back, palm facing away. Both palms together at your left side. Interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders back. Keep your chest open here. And then lift your toes. Roll this forward, heels up as high as you can lift. And bring the heels back down with control. Roll it forward, lift your heels high. And then set your heels back down. Forward again, lift your heels. Roll this back down again. Forward, heels up high. And then set them back down. One more time forward, keep your heels lifted, stay here. Just keep your gaze forward, keep breathing. And then to set the right heel down. Bring yourself up to standing with your left knee high. Now once you balance, keep the right arm bound, release your left hand to your hip. And then line the left knee with the right. Again, we'll take dancer. If you can keep the half bind, keep the right arm where it is. Otherwise, right hand to your hip, or you can reach as high. Wherever you take that to, left hand reaches back. Find the inside edge of your left foot. Once you've got the grip, line up the knees. Now kick into your left hand, start to bend the right knee. Hinge from the right hip and lean against the tension of the kick. Pull the left shoulder forward. Keep your gaze forward and pull that right shoulder back. And just take it to where you can still balance. Now with your next inhale, slowly come back upright. Left knee lifted, right arm bound, left hand to your hip. Step the left foot down. Bring yourself to standing with your right knee high. Now again, we'll move this into that half moon variation. Now put just a little bend in your left knee. Draw the right shoulder back, draw the right knee out to the side. Reach your left arm forward. Now extend the right leg back, stay open, stay relatively tall. That right foot's up off the floor. Now you can keep bending the left knee, but start to hinge on the left hip. Keep looking forward. And just take this as low as you can hold. Stack the right shoulder and right hip above the left. Stay open to the right side. And just take it to where you can. Keep your balance as you open this up. When you're ready, bend into your left knee. Step the right foot down, hands to your hips. Let's set up that warrior two stance on this side. Deep and lefty, straight right leg. Again, one line from the front heel to the back arch. You can always slide the left foot further forward. Now keep your chest open to the right. Straighten your left leg, come into that triangle stance. And then reach your arms up high with your palms facing in. Now again, emphasize that reach. Stretch long through your fingertips and really work this to your midsection. So with an inhale, just reverse. Reach back, lean back, gaze up high. With the exhale, extend it forward. Reach and keep looking up. Inhale, reverse this again. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend it forward one more time. Now, right hand to your right hip. Reach your left arm forward. Try to tilt a little further. Left hand to your left leg if you like. Now, tuck the left hip underneath the right. Draw the right shoulder back and look up. You can walk that left hand further down or bring the left arm inside the left leg. Keep the arm and leg pushing into each other. If you come down low, bend that left elbow. Keep the hand up off the floor. Now, if you want to take it further still, sweep the right arm forward. Reach with the bicep above your ear. and look up toward the ceiling. Keep breathing with us here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Both hands down inside your left leg. Now come into Skandasana. Lift your left heel. Come to sitting on your left heel. Right leg extended. Heel down, the toes point up. You can slide that heel further out. Now keep it low. Walk your hands to the center of the long edge of the mat. Chest facing down. Keep the hips as low as you can as we shift back and forth. Now bring it through center. Bend the right knee. Straighten your left leg and point the toes up. Back through center. Keep it low. Sink down to the left. Through center. Come over to your right side again. Back through center, settle in on the left. Now bring it through center over to the right, and we'll hold here. Now you can just keep this folded. Slide the left heel further out. Maybe bring your forearms down. That's good enough. Keep your knees wide. If you want to work your balance, legs stay as they are, but walk your hands in. Sit this up tall. And if you want that archer configuration, make your right hand to a fist. And then bring it behind your ear. Right elbow pulled back like you're drawing on the string. Left arm like you're holding a bow if you're going to take it there. Make that hand to a fist, but reach the arm forward. Pull the shoulder blades toward each other. Open up your chest. Keep both feet pressing down. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, both hands down to the floor. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Come into low lunge. Lift the right heel behind you. And take a deep dancer's bridge here. Right hand's your base. Or to the outside of the right foot. Step the left foot behind your right leg and sink down. With an inhale, press your hips up high. Reach your left arm long. Keep your glutes squeezing. Let your head fall back. Stretch this out long and keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come back down. Left hand forward, left foot forward. Walk your right foot forward as well. From your forward fold, take an inhale, lift it up halfway. With the exhale, set the hands and grip your mat. Now lift your heels, bring the knees to touch your arms. Look forward, hips up high. Lean forward. Lift your feet together, toes to touch. Pull your heels in close. Set your feet down. Bring your knees down, back to all fours. Now for the lopsided crow on this side, one more time, bring the left forearm down. Elbow to the side, left hand comes into center. Slide the right hand back, elbow above the wrist, keep it pulled in. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, hips up high. Walk the feet in, hips as high as you can go. Right knee to right arm, pull the heel toward your seat. Using the thighs, squeeze the left leg into the right. Maybe lift your left foot. When you're ready, move through one more vinyasa. Let's take this into half pigeon. From your down dog, inhale the right leg high. With your exhale, bring this forward. Right knee to the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go bring your left knee down, flatten out your left foot behind you. Pull the left hip forward, keep it in line with the right, and sink your weight straight down. Look for some of that stretch on the right side, outer hip or toward the glutes. Now, as usual here, you can just stay upright. You can take it further toward the back bend. You can melt down and rest, but if you want to take this into a more active variation from here, I'll cue this toward a bit of a twist. Now for that, just keep your spine upright. Slide the left hand to the right inside your right hand. Right hand pulls back to the knee, or maybe the hip. Look back over your right shoulder. Keep your hips low and keep that left hip pulling forward. Now if you can take it further still without backing up your hips, go ahead, bend your left knee. Reach with the right hand. If you can find the foot, pull the heel in toward your seat. But kick into the right hand, pull your shoulder forward. Keep your twist. Now pull that left hip forward. Keep your right foot kicking down. And just take this further into both hips. Keep breathing. Now from wherever you are, go ahead, square your chest back up to center, both hands in front of the right shin. And we'll take another pose. Now pull your belly in. Drag that left knee forward. And we're going to take this into a camel variation from here. So bring the right ankle past your left thigh. Tuck the toes of the right foot, keep the heel lifted. Press the right leg into the left to push the right knee out to the side. And just feel it out here. If this doesn't feel right on the right knee, just keep your legs parallel and come into a regular camel. Either way, come up onto both knees, bring your hands to your hips. Engage your glutes and push your hips forward. Now keep the front of the body open, draw your shoulders back, and if this is enough, just stay with this. Now you're going to take it further. Hands to heart center. Walk your gaze up the wall. Look up toward the ceiling. Release your shoulders to the floor and keep the hips pushing forward. Further still, you can look for the wall behind you. Now maybe lift the elbows toward the ceiling. Even deeper, you can start to reach back a little bit. Maybe a lot, but keep your hips pushing forward and just keep breathing with this here. Now bring it all back in. Hands to heart center. Bring your gaze to the wall in front. And go ahead and release this into all fours. Once you're ready, go ahead, tuck your toes. Bring your hips up high, find it down dog. And then go ahead and take the other side. So with an inhale, you're going to raise the left leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left first left ankle, somewhere behind the right. Right knee down. Right foot flat behind. Pull that right hip forward. Keep your hips squared. And sink your weight straight down. Look for some of that stretch on the left side this time. You can stay upright. You can take it toward the back bend. You can always just rest and melt down. And if you want that more active version, slide the right hand to the left. Pull your left hand back to the knee. Maybe the hip, look back over your left shoulder, keep the right hip pulling forward. If you can take it further without backing up your hips, bend the right knee. Reach with your left hand, find the foot. If you have that grip, kick into your hand, but pull the heel toward your seat. Try to draw your shoulder forward. Now keep the right hip pulling forward, keep your left foot kicking down into the floor, and just keep breathing here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just turn back to center. Hands right in front of your shin. And then pull your belly in. Draw that right knee forward. And let's take it to that camel variation. So bring the left ankle past the right thigh. Tuck the toes of your left foot, keep the heel up, and push into your right leg to press the knee out to the side. And again, just take the regular camel if you need to with the legs parallel. Bring yourself up onto both knees, hands to your hips. Engage your glutes, try to keep your hips squared, left hip pushing forward. And if you want to take it further, hands to heart center. Bring your gaze up the wall in front. Look up toward the ceiling, release the shoulders down, still hips are pressing forward. Further still, look for the wall behind you. Now maybe lift your elbows toward the ceiling. Maybe start to reach back a little bit. Maybe a lot. Hips are still pushing forward, but just breathe here. Now bring it back in, hands to heart center. Walk your gaze along the wall in front. And then come down into all fours. From all fours, bring your legs out from underneath. And come down all the way to your back. Now pull your knees into your chest. Squeeze everything in. Work to flatten out your spine. And then we're going to take this into one more round of back bending. So I want you to bring your feet down into the floor. And I'm going to start this out with bridge and lead it into wheel. Just take it as far as you're ready for. So feet and knees, hips with distance. Bring the heels in close to your low backs, basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down. Keep looking up. Now with an inhale, press into your heels, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, and keep your hips up high. To deepen your bridge, hands underneath your hips. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms toward each other. See about working your shoulders further behind your back to open your chest even more. Keep your hands pressing down and keep your hips pushing up. Now, if you're going to take it to wheel, just release the hands and keep your hips up high. Hands around your head. When you're ready, press in your palms. You can always lift to the top of your head first, but then straighten your arms. Hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat. Keep your glutes squeezing. You can always lift your heels if it's too much on the low back, but hold the tension in the glutes and try to set the feet flat. Reach from the shoulders into the floor. Work to open your chest as much as you can. And keep breathing here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring everything back down to the mat. Once you're down, draw the knees to your chest and squeeze in. And let's go ahead and take a supine twist. Go ahead, release your left leg and extend it out fully. Left hand to the right knee, right arm out to your side. Now when you're ready, pull the right knee across your body, tuck your left hip underneath, keep your shoulders down, and then look over to the right. Now find the stretch in the outer right hip toward your low back. You can take it further by pushing with your left hand, or maybe extend your right leg to the side. If you want to take the second bind, you can bend your left knee, reach with your right hand. If you find the foot, kick into that hand. Now wherever you take this to, stay twisted but keep your right shoulder pushing down. And just keep breathing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just release this. Come back to center. Draw both knees in. And then go ahead, switch this out. Extend your right leg this time. Right hand to your left knee, left arm to the side. Pull the left knee across your body, tuck your right hip underneath. Then keep your shoulders down, look to the left. Find the stretch in the outer left hip toward the low back on this side. To go further, you can use the right hand and press your knee down, or extend your left leg. If you want that second bind, bend the right knee, reach with your left hand. If you do find the grip, kick into your hand. Left shoulder toward the floor. Keep breathing here and just take the twist as far as you like. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Come back to center. Bring your knees in side by side. And then reach between your knees. Let's take it to happy baby. Find the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull down. Draw the knees toward the floor outside your ribs. Push your feet up into your hands at the same time and flatten out your spine. If you're going to go further, you can rock a little bit side to side. And then even further still, maybe extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, take a deep inhale here, draw it down as much as you can. With the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then let yourself move bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then bring the elbows to your chest. Pull your knees up as well. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. And then bring your hands up to the heart center. Take a deep inhale. Hold on to it at the top. And then just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.